AI just took a writing job and another. But do not panic, because the writers who actually understand what's happening right now, they're having their best years ever. I've been a copywriter for 2 decades. I've watched trends come and go, and I'm gonna be straight up with you. Some content writing jobs are dying. Yes, I'd be lying to your face if I said otherwise. But what if I told you there's a category of writing that is becoming more valuable, more in demand, and better paid than at any point in history ever? And by the end of this video, you're gonna know exactly what those jobs are, why AI can never touch them, and how to position yourself so clients choose you every single time. Welcome to part 2 of my 3-part AI and the Future of Writing series. In part 1, I broke down my 3-step framework for how to win with AI as a creative. In part 3 next week, I'm gonna share what real business owners and copywriters are actually saying about the future of copywriting. And in part 2, this video, we are talking about the future of content writing. By the way, if you're new here, I'm Alex, award-winning marketer, expert copywriter, and founder of the Copy Posse, where I teach over 400,000 rad humans on the internet how to make more money with better messaging. And I have personally taught thousands of copywriters from around the world the skills they need to ignite their freelance businesses from scratch. So if that sounds like you or something you might want to do, go ahead and subscribe below for more videos like this, because my channel is here to help you get paid for your words, ideas, and creativity. Because here's the thing that no one is saying out loud. AI didn't kill the writing industry, it exposed it. And honestly, I'm kind of happy about it. AI came along and drew a hard line in the sand between the 2 types of writers that have always existed. We just couldn't really see it that clearly before. Type 1, generic, templated, lazy, and interchangeable writers. In other words, those who do cheap, fast commodity writing. Think of things like, really basic blogs on 10 tips to grow on Instagram, or basic product descriptions, or SEO fluff, or proofreading, or volume content that exists to just fill a page because they're getting paid per word. Well, guess what? Anyone can now prompt ChatGPT or Claude for that in like seconds, and because anyone can do it, it's worth almost nothing now. But let's talk about the second type of writers. I'm talking about the writers who think critically, who strategize, who specialize, and really take ownership over their work and craft. Now, that is a completely different conversation, my friends, because here is the thing. Businesses have always known this, but now they are being forced to act on it. They can no longer just pay for words, they pay for an outcome. So let me say that again for those of you in the back. Businesses don't hire writers to write words. I know, counterintuitive. They hire writers for results. AI cannot take responsibility. It cannot strategize when things go wrong. And it sure as hell can't read the emotional temperature of a real human being and adjust its messaging accordingly. And that gap between content generation for the sake of just content generation and actual results, that is where your career lives, and it is thriving, my friends. I love the way this article by Media Bistro says it. The freelance writing market has been split in 2. The bottom is collapsing, the top is thriving. Where you land depends less on talent than how you position your services. Which brings me to the writing jobs that AI can simply not replace. Number 1, you knew this was coming: conversion copywriting. This is writing that is written to drive results. I'm talking sales pages, emails, ads, and landing pages. If a business is making $50,000, $100,000, $500,000 from a funnel, do you really think they're handing that over to ChatGPT, crossing their fingers and hoping for the best? No. They are definitely not. They want someone who understands psychology and buyer behavior and persuasion. Someone who can look at the data, identify what's working and what isn't, and uses critical thinking, aka their brain, to tweak and improve. Now, this isn't just offering writing to your clients, right? This is being a strategic thought partner who grows alongside the business. And those writers are not being replaced by AI. And good thing it's kind of what I teach here at the Copy Posse. fallacy. In fact, these writers are actually using AI to do their jobs faster and better than anyone else out there. All right, let's talk about the next type of writing that AI is not replacing: brand messaging. Seth Godin describes branding today as the set of expectations, memories, stories, and relationships that, taken together, account for consumers' decision to choose one product or service over another. I mean, come on, you guys know this. Nike didn't redefine an entire industry with just a swoosh. Apple didn't explode with just a sleek design. People don't pay $6 freaking for a coffee at Starbucks because of the pretty seasonal cup. Well, maybe if it's a PSL. The most iconic businesses figured out something that a lot of people still miss. Messaging must come before marketing. And in a world where everyone has access to these exact same tools, the only thing that actually stands out is your brand identity. I'm talking about voice and values and perspective and lived experience. This is not something that you just generate. This is something that you develop over time because you are a human. And businesses will pay serious money for someone who can really help them find their own voice and communicate their values and stories. Which brings me to number 3, story-driven content. Yes, of course, AI can write a story, but it can't relive one. It can't describe that specific pit in your stomach feeling after sending a cold pitch email and waiting for a response, right? It can't capture the exact moment that something really clicked and landed for you. It can't build the kind of emotional trust that makes a stranger feel like they already know you because you have so much in common. That is what builds trust, loyalty, and connection among your customers and among audiences. And that is something that only a human can create. All right, next up is strategic content. Now, this is the one that most writers just completely overlook because it isn't technically writing. It's thinking, which is very important right now. Why does this piece of content exist? Where does it live in the funnel? What action should it drive? What does the audience need to believe before they will take that action? These are all the strategic decisions a really great writer makes. Yes, of course, AI can write a blog post or a social caption, but it is absolutely no context about why that post even exists at all, which will always result in really lackluster results. And to be honest, we can spot that stuff from a mile away. The best results are always achieved within context, right? When every single part of the funnel and the content strategy flows together and makes sense. Being able to create a seamless customer journey for your client is where real money is right now. Consistency and context is so important. Okay, so at this point, you might be thinking, okay, Alex, I'm glad these jobs exist. I'm not totally screwed by AI. And yes, you are absolutely right. But here's the part that might be even harder to hear. Most writers still won't get these jobs. And I hate to tell you this, but this was long before AI even came on the scene. And it's not because they're not talented, and it's not because they don't have the skills, but it's because they don't have the systems for getting clients and positioning these skills. And again, I love the way that this article from Media Bistro says it. Clients who want cheap, undifferentiated content are using AI directly. Clients who want content that actually performs, ranks, converts, builds authority are seeking writers who bring something AI can't replicate. And that's it. That is the whole game. Those businesses that are using AI for their copy, those were the same businesses who are going to Fiverr and hiring the cheapest possible freaking writer they could find before AI even existed. So don't let those clients derail you because they always existed and now they have an even better shortcut. And honestly, they are in a race to the bottom. You need to learn how to position your skills and your creativity and your humanity in a way that clients are absolutely desperate for right now. And I am telling you, you could be the most talented writer alive, but if you don't know where to find clients, how to position yourself to those clients, what to say, or how to turn one project into consistent, repeatable, ongoing work, you will stay stuck. Maybe you've landed a client or two, but it kind of felt like luck or a fluke. Maybe you know you have the skills, but you keep telling yourself you're just not ready yet and you need to learn more or buy another course. Maybe some months you are slammed and other months it's like crickets and you are tired of this feast-famine roller coaster. That is not an AI is ruining everything problem. That is a systems problem, and it's actually pretty simple. The writers who are winning right now aren't better writers. They're better at positioning, pitching and building the kind of client pipeline that doesn't dry up. They stopped thinking like just a baby freelancer and started thinking like actual business owners. Because writing is not a skill that gets you paid. Knowing how to get and keep clients and keep them coming back is actually what gets you paid. And that is exactly why I built my Spark roadmap. Because I kept seeing the same pattern play out over and over and over again. And I'm talking about writers with real skills, but they were stuck in this, weird middle between learning the skills and then actually getting paid and getting paid consistently. My Spark roadmap is a 90-day step-by-step plan to help you get confident, get clients, and get paid on repeat. Now, this is not a program of random videos you will never finish. It is a personalized plan built around your schedule, your experience, and your goals. So instead of waking up and wondering, what should I even do today to try to find a client? You know exactly what to do today and every single day for the next 90 days. Now, if you want to learn more, you can scan this QR code or click the link in the description box below. But here's the biggest thing I want you to take away from this entire video. AI isn't replacing all writers. It's only replacing writers who never tried that hard in the first place, which means there is a huge opportunity open for you right now if you know how to position yourself well. The question is, are you going to take it? I will see you next week for part 3 of my series on AI and the future of writing. Until then, I'm Alex. Ciao for now. Before you go, if you like that video, make sure to check out this one next. Okay, writers, listen up. We need to talk about AI, but not in the way you might be expecting. There seems to be 2 common views floating around the internet when it comes to AI and the future. There's the pessimistic view, gloom, doom, humans replaced,